Hi guys, and welcome to the Sheffield Wednesday Bournemouth review. Now, hopefully we can keep up our really good defensive record that we've got at the moment and keep a clean sheet. We haven't been able to do that in the last couple of games, which is annoying. And hopefully get a win. But it's going to be a tough game. Bournemouth are in second place. Now, we would have been in second place if we not thrown points away like we had done this season. Which is such a shame. The team uses Westwood, Palmer, Leuven, Lees, Halan, Maguire, Coke, Lee, Magoma, Drenthe, Newhue, Kirtland, Delana, Samido, Gary Taylor Fletcher, May, McCabe and Young are the subs. Now, it's good to see that Drenthe starting. He obviously did very well at the weekend. Hopefully can give us more that explosive pace again and get us going through the channels and make things happen. Newhue up top, good decision, hold the ball up. Let's hope we can get someone around him to just play off him. I'm guessing that's where Maguire's going to play, just behind me, so he can pick up on his grab. So let's see what happens. Hopefully we'll get 3 points. So this half hasn't been brilliant. It's really been all Bournemouth, if I'm honest. We've had slight little spell where we've done okay, but nothing clinical. Yeah, playing the big man up top is good, but it works if you've got someone around him to work off, and we really haven't got that. Westwood has kept us in it yet again with more saves to add to his collection. He's really doing well. Very happy we bought him in the summer and brought him to the club. I say bought, he was a free agent, but I'm glad we got him in the club because we'd be struggling right now even worse than we would be. But again, it's down to Wednesday not really being clinical enough up front. Drenthe's had a couple of runs, but that's about it. They've done really well with Richie on the wing and Pittman as well just going, and Wilson's had a couple of shots as well for him. Maguire's had a couple of long ranges. Magoma had 2 great shots which were just wide. But apart from that, it's been all Bournemouth to be fair. We really need to work out what to do in the second half because we are struggling. I don't know if we need to change the formation or change a player or two. But it's got to change because there's no bite in us at the minute. And we're missing that clinicalness. And Bournemouth look more likely to get something out of this than we do. So hopefully the game will pick up a bit more in the second half. But at half time it's 0-0. You can see you've got notes and stuff. You can't really see it that well when I do the game. But I've done them all and I'm not really going to use them. I didn't use them in first half, I'm not going to use them in second half either. That game was, the second half was pretty poor by us. Drenthe getting sent off was a big key decision. A lot of people can't tell if it was harsh or if it was right. The referee deemed it as a second bookable, so he had to go off. And then we fell apart really. Bournemouth came forward on a counter-attack from a corner, a nicely finished goal, and then they got a second, and we just brought May on for Maguire, who picked up a yellow card. Now it was always going to be a hard game against Bournemouth because they'd been playing really well, and we made it a lot harder by losing a man as well. But a lot of it seems like there's just no bite there, no bite in midfield. The defence weren't too good today. And up top, it's just we haven't got anything, and you're starting to think now how it's going to affect us now. We're starting to now slide down the table with teams like Bolton starting to find their feet a little bit and start with a new manager. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens in the next couple of weeks. We've got Rotherham at the weekend, and that's going to be a tough game because it's had an okay start coming up. Now we obviously need a striker, but I think we probably need a midfielder as well, but I don't know if he's going to be able to go get that. What he wants is a striker though, because we really need to start scoring goals because we've drawn a lot. I think it's 11 now at home and we haven't got anything from it, and it's starting to get to a point where the fans are getting really on Gray back. A lot of fans I've seen on Twitter tonight saying Gray out and all that kind of stuff, but it's like you take him out that position. Who do you put in? I saw one shout for Brian McDermott, but you've got that kind of thing. You can't keep chopping and changing it. The problem is whoever comes in is going to have the same problem that Gray had with finances. There's just not the money there. We're trying to stay in the financial fair play thing. I think we made a loss of 3.9 million, I think it might have been. And we're trying to stay in the financial fair play, and not there. But this game was a tough one. We've lost it. We've got to try and put it behind us and move on to Rotherham. It's a derby, so hopefully we'll be able to G the players up for it. But it's going to be a tough game, and hopefully we can get something out of that and go into the international break and work on stuff while the international break's on. But it was just very poor. We only got 16,000 there tonight. I don't know if that's due to how we've been playing as late, the time of the year, the weather affecting it. So it's one of those ones that it happens. Hopefully Gray can get the players G'd back up for the next game and work out what we do next. But there's a lot of unrest with fans now who are now starting to think we should get rid of Gray and get someone else in. So I'll be interested to know what your opinions are. It just wasn't the result that meant to be tonight. Well done to Bournemouth and Eddie Howell. They are where they are in the league because they're playing good football.